curated interviews, reviews, and content, please like and subscribe to Pooja Talwar. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? So it's a lovely show, and it's very tough to translate Marquez's work because it's something that you dream. You don't read it. So for all three of you, what was it like stepping into this lyrical world of magical realism and human strife?
Hello, Pooja. We're glad to have you here. And that's a very good question because I'm from the coast. I'm from the Caribbean of Colombia, where Gabriel Garcia Marquez was born. And that feeling is exactly how I felt. It's like you can't interpret it. You have to live it. You have to let it go. You have to be magical at the time and feel like it's something that surrounds you. We have it in our nature. So as a Caribbean woman, I said, and I don't know for Marco and Susana how it was, but for me was be true to the character that he put in the book and let it grow in me. That was, and put the Caribbean in it. That was the word for me.
Absolutely, and Pilar is absolutely fascinating, which I'll ask you about later, till I get your two co-stars to tell me what did they think about it.
Okay, I saw a lot of my mom and women of Latin America because Ursula is a character that is inspired, or that is, it's inspired on the Latin American women, and I think it's also more easier. It was also easier to find like support in all of them that were on set with us, and to read again and again the book.
Absolutely. And Marco, what was it like? Because Jose is a romantic. He thinks he wants to change the world, but he knows he doesn't have the skill set. And he is a very endearing character, but sometimes one loses patience with him too because he's an explorer. What was it like to play him?
I invite you to not lose your patience. Nah, just kidding. But I want to answer also to the last question, because I feel like part of playing Jose Arcadio was being able to enjoy the childish, like always being a kid, always enjoying to play, and referring to the magical word that you mentioned. I feel like that was key for us to be able to achieve that work, just to being open to the set and to whatever the day offered, because also the set is magical,
And Vina, when we speak about Pilar, she is someone who is very comfortable in her sexuality. She is extremely liberated. She also is very tied up to this family because, her relationship with the men. And she also seems to be very free, though she is seen as this fallen woman. She is not. How did you relate to her? What was that one aspect of her personality that kind of drew you in and you worked upon it?
I think that Pilar was ahead of his era, She was free. And I've been saying that she was the side B of Ursula. You can put it in a side and you can see Ursula, the woman of the family. She's the strongest one. And Pilar, she's free of the conception of a woman could be and what she has to do and what society is waiting for her to be. She's free. She enjoys life. That's the reason she lives so much. She's the last of the founders of Macondo that died. So, and she have a point where she felt like she has nothing, but she has everything. When you have nothing and you lose contact with the main family and you have to give away your child, you're free. You're free to be. You're free to enjoy life. And I don't judge her. That's how I became Pilar. That's how I entered to that magical mystery world of her, Like just enjoying her, let her to grow in me and to feel free. That's it. For me, that's Pilar. That's a free spirit.
And also, Marquez writes his women. They're very liberated and very strong women, who can take on the world. I think they were women far ahead of their time. And you see that in Pilar. And Ursula, that's Susanna, coming to you. Ursula remains a constant character. Like, she's a tigress. She is one who's passionate about her family, binds them together, keeps them together, and nothing can bring her down. She's actually that central character who outlives everyone in the book. What was it like playing this woman who has so many shades to herself? And she's very passionate.
I think it's the greatest honor of my life to play Ursula, because it's a huge thing to do, because she's the spine, as you said. And I'm really, really grateful to give flesh and body and movement and feelings and to let her live through my body. It was just beautiful, and I'm just grateful every day of my life.
Marco, how was it to get into the mindset of Jose? Because he is a very regular person, but he's also not a very regular person. But to understand him, how did you study him and understand him?
Well, part of that have to be with passion, a lot of passion. I feel like sometimes rational things tends to limit ourselves. And this character, he was letting go of a lot of judgment that as Marco, one might do, and believing in his dreams also, and allowing him to teach me, finally, to teach me that it's okay to dream and it's okay to fail. It's not really a win or a losing game, or at least that's not it for me. I feel like have to be allowing myself of also the ambition, that this character have. So amazing bounding.
And Vina, coming to you, this is a book that is much loved. It has a fandom. And though the reviews are fabulous because the show has done justice to the book, but what would you have to say to the fans, who would feel like, the cinematic liberties have been taken, and they feel possessive about a work of art that they have cherished so much, in this case, writing?
Okay, I will tell the fandom, because I'm a fan too. I have read the book so many times. I'm a real fan. I live in Macondo, so I come from a place that is Macondo itself. So I will say, enjoy it. Enjoy the little things. Enjoy all the work that we have done, that so many people have done to bring this to you, to put it on a screen. Mm-hmm. So well done, no? So much passion, so much work, hard work. So if Pilar is not the woman that you have in your imagination, it's so hard to put a woman that is in your imagination. So I would say that each one of you, just let Pilar be. Let our characters be, and enjoy it. Just enjoy it. If you haven't read the book, watch the series and then go back to the book, and you're gonna be fascinated about it. That's my recommendation. Yeah, good.
That one.
Good, Pooja. Good.
Ask you before I go to Marco and Susanna. I'm reading it for the second time. But I want to ask you one thing, the relevance of Marquez in today's time. What do you think is the relevance of it?
He's relevant. He's always going to be relevant, because he put our country, our nation, our culture, our essence. He put it so well done on a book. He described us as a society, as our nature. He put Colombia in a high position of literature. Mm-hmm. So he's never going to be old-fashioned. He's never going to be, look, this was written 50 years ago. How many years have? So, and we're doing this now, and this is so accurate at this time. For me, he's the greatest that we have. Not even in Colombia, Latin America, and now into the world.
And this is the same question to Marco and Susana as well. The relevance of Marquez in today's day and age for a generation that may not know him.
Well, if I'm not wrong, today is 42 years
42?
that he received the prize, the Nobel Prize. And for me, I feel like it's just empowering our next generations, because we have to feed our minds with this kind of knowledge that is there for us to read, not only the series but also the book. So it's about empowering and bringing hope, you know, because at the end of the book, he take it to a place that's a little dark, there's a place of no hope. But then when he received the Nobel Prize, he mentioned and that part of the book, and he changed it during his speech, you know. So it's about hope, and of course, I feel like it's a thing that we should all embrace.
I think it's about the cultural heritage of Latin America. I think it's about our history, our ways to live our lives, our way to see the world, our way to communicate, our way to live our lives, and the way he put it on the book, as Vina said, it's just it's magical. It's huge. It's like, what did you do? How did you do this? And I think that's why he will never be old-fashioned, and it's important for all of us in each era of our existence.
Thank you so much. Ciao, gracias. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Ciao.
Gracias, Puja.
It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
Pleasure.
Pleasure, likewise. Rereading it again. Thank you.
If you've liked this interview, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.